الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. Dear brothers and sisters, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us in the company of the righteous in this world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raise us amongst the righteous on the day of Qiyamah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fill our lives with mercy and rahmah, as all of us are in the need of the rahmah and the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this Ramadan, we're trying our best to cover as many dua, which we mentioned last time that we were together, called munajat, the prayers, the cries, the asks of the Anbiya alayhi salatu salam, the prophets that Allah mentions in the Quran. And being an ayat of the Quran, and then on top of it being the dua from the Prophet, and then the results that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shows, all teaches us so many beautiful lessons. So last time we were together, we went over the dua of Prophet Adam alayhi salam, and we try to go in the order of the prophets as much as possible. And the dua for today is the dua of Nuh alayhi salam. And Mufti Sahib, mashallah, also recited passages from the life of Nuh alayhi salam in Fajr Salat today. Some of the situations, some of the conditions, and subhanAllah, it fits so beautifully with it. So this dua is from the 54th chapter of the Quran, known as Surah Al-Qamar, and verse number 10. And it's a very short dua, and the dua of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam was فَدَعَا رَبَّهُ, and he called upon his Lord. And not only that he asked, but he called upon his Rabb, tabaraka wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he just said, إِنِّي مَغْلُوبٌ فَانْتَصِرْ. That's the only thing he said. He said, Ya Rabb, my Lord, I am overwhelmed. Ya Rabb, I'm exhausted. Now, this is the words of Nuh alayhi salam. Inni maghlubun. And I'll break this down in just a few moments. So he says, Fantasir. Oh Allah, I just need your help. Oh Allah, I need victory. Oh Allah, I'm done. I'm exhausted, Ya Rabb. And this is the words of Nuh alayhi salam. And subhanAllah, it shows us so many beautiful lessons from the life of Anbiya alayhi salam and prophets, and for us to also learn and take back. So, we as people, as human beings, for many of us, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe 70, 80 years of people's life, we make efforts in certain things and we become tired. This dua is after 950 years, centuries. Right? This has not only been decades, it's been centuries, the Quran mentions. Nuh alayhi salam invited his people for more than 900 years, 900. So this is not only one day of effort and you become exhausted and say, I'm done. No. So this is one thing that we really have to understand, that it was perseverance, it was resilience, it was effort, it was struggle, not for one day, 950 years of continuous effort, not just sitting down, did it one day, didn't do the other day. It was the continuous effort that he had made. Sometimes it's our own family members. Sometimes for people, it's their own children that they give up upon. We can't. It's their family members or their loved ones and their spouses, and people want to finish relationships. We can't give up. We cannot give up. 950 years has passed, and Nuh alayhi salam said. And after centuries have passed, Nuh alayhi salam makes this dua, and not a very long dua, and not a very complicated dua as well. He only says, Inni maghlubun fantasir. Chapter 54, verse number 10. Oh Allah, I am exhausted. Oh Allah, grant me victory, grant me success. And subhanAllah, he did not ask for revenge. He never asked for revenge. He was, subhanAllah, and he never complained as well in this ayat of the Quran for his people, the ones that had given him the trouble. He only mentioned his own difficulty. And this teaches us something very, very profound. And this was something very similar to what Rasulullah ﷺ did on the day of Ta'if. And the Nabi of Allah ﷺ said, إِنَّمَا أَشْكُرُ ضَعْفَ قُوَّتِهِ وَقِلَّتِهِ. When he was stoned for 3 to 6 miles and he fell to the ground and he was leaning against the wall, and when Angel Jibreel alayhi salam had come to destroy the people of Ta'if, he never complained about those people stoning him and throwing him. He said, Ya Allah, I only worry about you leaving me, Ya Rabb, if I did not fulfill my responsibility in a proper manner. So even with all of this difficulty, he was not just directly asking for revenge. He did not complain about the people, but he simply described his condition to Allah. And that's one of the most beautiful way to make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah knows us. He knows what has happened around us, what has happened from people. Just describe your condition to Allah. This Ramadan, just sit down one day and say, Ya Allah, this is what's going on. Just describe your halat, your condition, your situation to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he just said, oh Allah, I'm overpowered. I just need help. And that's why it is important for us really to make these simple dua that really connects our heart to us. And there might be people from amongst us and all of us, we might be overpowered by stress or maybe sins or financial pressures and just family struggles in general. But the only thing that we all have to do, inshallah, is that we need to connect back with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sincere connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not complicated things, just sincere connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens the doors, just like for Nuh alayhi salam and for our Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam in the most difficult moment of life, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opened the doors. But there's only one more thing that I'll say before I conclude. Nuh alayhi salam built his ark before he made that dua. We have to make the effort first and then seek assistance. It's not that we make a little bit of effort and don't work hard enough to ask. We have to do our bases. We have to build our ark. We have to build the strong, fixing our salah, guarding our tongues, protecting our eyes. All of these are like building our arks. We need to strengthen ourselves before we really get our du'as started. That's number one thing. Number two, then ask for help, right? Now, don't be lazy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give. And last but not least, in your dua, be very, very honest. We can't hide anything from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these are three things that we learned from the dua of Nuh alayhi salam, right? And that's how you see results in your prayers as well. So again, this is the dua of Nuh alayhi salam from chapter 54, verse number 10, where Nuh alayhi salam, after all of the efforts and years, he asked a very simple, small dua, but something full of meaning. He said, Inni maghlubun fantasir. Oh Allah, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overpowered. I need your help. Oh Allah, I need victory. May Allah grant us victory. May Allah grant us success and protect us from all evils and harms, inshallah. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallah wa bihamdihi.